Hello friends, welcome to the third video of this 5G fundamental series. So let's have a recap. We will be having a session regarding reference signals today. So let's have a recap on what we have seen in the last two sessions. We have seen LTE versus 5G NR, what are the differences and new terminologies, architecture. We have seen the work of different blocks. We have seen channel mapping, and we are going to see, we have also seen this protocol stack, control and user plane, what are the uses, what are the work of different layers in the protocol stack. Now we are going to have a quick look and quick understanding of what these sounding reference signal and other reference signals do, what is their function in this architecture or channel mapping. So we have mainly four reference signal, that is DMRS, PTRS, SRS and CSIRS. So DMRS and PTRS, that is demodulation reference signal and phase tracking reference signal, are used in uplink and downlink both, whereas sounding reference signal is for uplink channel estimation only, as it was also used in LTE. Sounding reference signal is quite similar to what we have seen in LTE. CSIRS, the channel state information reference signal, is used for downlink only. So we have four signals. The first two are working in uplink and downlink both. The third one, SRS, is for uplink channel estimation. The fourth one, CSIRS, for downlink CSI related, channel state acquisition related information, is used in the fourth reference signal. As you can see in this diagram, uh, these reference signal are associated with the channels, with their respective channels. When you see towards the uplink direction, you can see that PUSCH and PUCCH is there, PRACH is there. So these reference signals are allocated into the boxes of those channels. So PUCCH, DMRS is associated with PUCCH and PUSCH. Similarly, SRS is associated with other things. So same can be seen in this downlink direction also. DMRS and PTRS associated with PDSCH, like here. PDCCH, DMRS is associated with PDCH also. CSIRS you can see here in downlink. So it is used for downlink only, not for uplink. Likewise, SRS is uplink only, not in downlink. So these are the few understanding of your reference signals. Well, in LT there was one more reference signal, that was CRS. So CRS, cell specific reference signal, was there, which is not present here. Whereas in 5G we are having new reference signal which is called PTRS, phase tracking reference signal. Along with it, the DMRS is used in downlink and uplink both. And one more thing, let's discuss further. So what is the use of DMRS? DMRS is used for your demodulation of your reference signals in uplink and downlink both, as the name suggests. So we will have a detailed working and functions in the coming slides. For one-liners, demodulation reference signal is used for demodulation of your reference signals. PTRS, phase tracking reference signal, is used for noise suppression and oscillations of your signal, reference signal. So for noise suppression, PTRS is used. SRS, as it was used in LTE, it is for used for uplink channel estimation. CSI information related things are we are getting in reference signal CSIRS. So let's get towards the description of each of these reference signals. So here we can see the DMRS. DMRS is used for radio channel estimation for demodulation of associated physical channel. So it is used for demodulation. So DMRS is the design, the how you are mapping, what resources you are mapping, how you are mapping. So all these things are specific to particular channel with which your DMRS is associated. Also DMRS is specific for each UE. Okay, so what is the one more difference which I was about to tell. In LTE, reference signals were transmitted always. It was not as per requirement. So it was scheduled and transmissions were happening. But in 5G, all the reference signals are, we can transmit on demand. So on demand reference signal transfer is present in 5G. So likewise, DMRS is UE specific and can be transmitted on demand. DMRS can be used in beamforming also. Whenever necessary, we can transmit during beamforming also. Multiple orthogonal DMRS can also be allocated to support MIMO transmission when we are using MIMO and massive MIMO transmission. So more than one DMRS can also be allocated. When the concept of beamforming comes, likewise said in the DMRS can be used in beamforming. One interesting fact is that RSRP and RSRQ and SINR measurements in LTE was cell specific. Likewise, your cell is having RSRP of say 85, but in LTE we are having cell as well as beam level of RSRP, RSRQ calculations also. So measurements are done at beam level also and cell level also. So for that we are having reference signal associated with it. Okay, so say we are having say 5 beams of in your cell. So each beam is having their own RSRP, own RSRQ, own SINR, and along with cell level RSRP, RSRQ and SINR. So to track these things, we need some reference signals. So next is your phase tracking reference signal. Like I said, it is used for suppression of noise and phase error, especially at higher wave frequencies. So when we are working at wave frequencies, like 30 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz range, so we are having this phase tracking, phase suppression reference signal. So it is used in uplink and downlink both. It is having low density in frequency and high density in frequency and high density in frequency, high density in time domain. PTRS is associated with one DMRS port during transmission. Let's go to the next reference signal, that is SRS. SRS is quite similar to your LTE counterpart. So it is used for uplink channel estimation, used in uplink only. Multiple SRS is if multiple SRS is allotted, it allows your coverage extension and increased SRS capacity. CSIRS, the fourth one, CSIRS is used for channel state information, and these are only downlink signal. So for channel state information, this is used, and it is configured to specific UE, and UE specific this is, and this can be periodic, aperiodic or semi persistent also. So concept of DCI comes here in due to DCI triggering, how the DCI is triggering, you can have this periodic, semi persistent and aperiodic kind of reference signal. So that's all for your reference signal. You can have a screenshot. I have missed few points in explaining. You can just have a look and mug it up. Thank you. Please like and subscribe my channel so as to motivate me. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.